Welcome to Jay's Techie Crown. If you're watching my channel for the first time, please subscribe. Come, let's get into the video. Come, let's move on to the Informatica installation. I have shown you in my previous video on the installation of Informatica server as part of step 1 and step 2. Here we are going to discuss how to install the client. So as I said in step 1, there will be two parts, part 1 and part 2. So we used part 1 for the installation for server. Now let's move on to part 1 for the client installation. So when you extract the part 1, you can see two folders. So extract those two folders under part 1. Now I have extracted the client version. So here you can see Informatica 10041 client. Under that you can see client folder where you can see the install option. So right click on the install and run as an administrator. So once you start run as an administrator, it will prepare to install, and then it will prompt you to enter the location for the client installation. Let's wait for the preparation ends. So once after that, it will ask for the location to install the Informatica client. So it is almost 95%. Yeah, it's done now. Now it will be prompting a screen for the installation location. Let's wait for the screen to pop up. Yeah, here we got the screen. So here it shows install Informatica 10.4.1 clients or upgrade. So here it's an installation. So I click on install. Next. So this is going to be pretty quick because you can see only 6 steps and it does not have major configurations. So it's going to be a very quick process for the client installation. Let's move on to the second screen. So where it is showing the operating systems and then the disk space requirements. So same as that of the server installation, the prerequisites. Now let's click on and move on to step 3. So it's asking which one you want to install. I'm clicking on Informatica Power Center client and Informatica Developer both. Click on next. Asking for the location. So I'm going to mention the location as E drive. Since I did everything in the E drive, I'm giving E drive. This PC E drive Informatica 1041. I created a folder. So I mentioned this location. Giving this location. Click on next. Step 3B. So it's taking required disk space, everything. So everything is fine. It's a new installation. So we are step 4. Click install. Yeah. So it's going to be much faster. It's not going to take more time as that of server. Let's wait for the process to complete. So it is now completed almost 50%. Let's wait for another 5 to 10 minutes for it to complete 100%. So now it has completed almost 95%. Let's wait for this process to complete. So it's going to complete now. So now it has completed and it's showing the config the installation. Yeah. So now it has completed. You can see at step 6 of 6, the installation is success. 10.4.1 is complete. It has a log file. So it shows the client new installation. So all the informations are done. Let's click on done and let's go and open the repository manager to connect to the repository. So now you can go to the control and run button and then type repository manager and click on repository manager. So it opens the repository manager. Now the repository manager is there. Let's go and configure the details. Click on repository, go to repository, click on add repository. So you know the repository informations. So it should be configure domains. I give an add repository. Instead go to configure domains. Click on configure domains. Let's configure the domains. We know the domain name. So what we mentioned in the server, it's domain. So gateway host, you should be knowing the host name. If not, then you can go to the node in your Informatica administrator and click on the same name I have entered all these informations and then waiting for the domain to be configured. So now I have connected to the repository manager. So as shown in the previous screen, I connected to the repository manager. I faced some issues due to the domains file and the integration service. I fixed both of them, and now let us see if I am able to connect. So now it's asking for the user ID and password. So let me try logging in now. So this is a repository, and all the information are given here. Click connect. Yeah, now it is connected. I could see the deployment group. So since I log in as an administrator, I just create a folder. Let me create a folder under this repository. Let me create a new folder, Techie, dev_techie. There is no OS profiling given. Let me give the directory, the permissions. So since it's an administrator, it will be having all the permissions, read, write, and by default. I can also add privilege to the other user which I have given. So Techie, I can give the privilege as write and execute. Click OK. So now we can see that the folder will get created. Now let us connect to, yeah, folder has been successfully created. Now let us go to the designer. Yeah, so everything is connecting and working fine. So hope this video helps you to install and configure Informatica in your machine. Thank you.